When I was 12 years old, I learned about the dangers of mixing ammonia and bleach, and I couldn't resist trying it. I had an empty 2-liter bottle, and I placed a few drops of ammonia and bleach in it, and I quickly closed the lid before any of the toxic gas could leak out, and the bottle felt really tight. And I had a great time doing that. And I wish life could be more of that, and not just all the crazy romance that goes on, right? When I was 14 years old, I thought the reason that the television remote control could only work for 10 feet away was because you only had 3 volts worth of batteries in it. I thought if you connected 1,000,000 volts of electricity to the remote control, you could turn off the TV from the moon. And so I had gotten a hold of a bunch of 9-volt batteries. They have little snaps on the end, and I connected them in series. And I hooked them up to the remote, and I walked down the street to try to turn off our TV. And I pressed a button, and the remote instantly exploded. Smoke came out of the remote control. And I had a great time doing that. Back in the old days, we had CRT, cathode ray tube kind of TVs, and they accumulated a lot of dust. And I discovered, because I had a Geiger counter, I discovered the dust was radioactive. And I now know why, but at the time I thought the dust was of collecting radiation coming out of the TV set. I'm like, how does TV make stuff radioactive? It turns out what probably happened was we're full of background radiation, right? And when the background radioactive elements decay, they decayed into a charged piece of dust, and that dust gets sucked into the TV. I got to get a hold of another cathode ray tube to try that again. At the time, I didn't know what I was collecting. Anyway, and I had a great time doing all of that, but unfortunately, every time I meet somebody, it's all about sex, romance, marriage, and I hope to start a dating website for people who are auto-romantic. They feel romance toward themselves, but still want to meet somebody to do these wacky things with, right? For example, right now I'm writing a computer game, a computer AI for the game of Ticket to Ride and Century Spice Road, and what else? The Chinese chess. Chinese chess is going to be a big project. And I would so much wish to meet somebody who has similar interests but doesn't want the sex, the romance. It could be either gender, by the way. It could even be an extraterrestrial. Oh, that's how open I am to that. So join me. Today is a breakout of a toxic relationship day. Join me in starting this dating. If you're auto-romantic and you have similar ideas of wanting to meet somebody just as an activity partner, please like this video and leave a comment.